All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Time to look at the defensive starters for the New York Giants. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He'll dump this one off to Lindsay. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Cousins. He finds McCoy. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback. The guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Hold on. Check.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. It's caught by Davis. 17 yards and a giant first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Anderson.
We got this.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Watch out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
It's going to be a long day.
Go. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Completes it to Davis. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
180. Super 1. Shit. Kill.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, man. 180. 50. Defense wins championships. Ric Flair. 59.
Goff on third down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go, baby.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake. Cousins. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Goff. That one complete to Anderson. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready. To go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Obama.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Value 3. Go. Hey, that's good.
And search a redemption from the pick 6. Goff gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got his man Hilton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I'm going to hit you.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up. Watch twist.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Goff That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Goff. Gets this one to use check.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He can run for it, and he will. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I like this. Done on his own, but let's...
50's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, 180.
You ain't doing
Ric Flair.
You ain't doing nothing today. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Joker. 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 Motion. Motion.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing, Cousins. He finds McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Now Cousins. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw it is Cousins. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught. He hits more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a run with McCaffrey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. McCaffrey, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180, value 1.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
From the 50, it's gone. Eluding the pressure right.
Check 26.
And that will be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Keep playing hard.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. It's caught by Funchess. Catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right?
A double dip for the Bills.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. They had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards. Good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that